What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the show. I'm Sendesdhaiti. This is the Get Up Show. You already know I'm your host. And in this show, we cover, the works. So today's show, we're going to be going over Steve Harvey and his clapback against the naysayers and the haters in regards to his now recently ex-wife. And I'd like to first watch a couple videos just to show which side I'm on, because he does bring up some interesting reasons as to why he does not give a flying. I finished the sentence. But first, let's look at this video with Denzel Washington. Okay, let me bring it up right here. Let me record. Okay, so now let's watch the Denzel Washington video for a second.
What is the secret to a 34-year marriage, especially when you're in Hollywood?
Dear. Yes, dear. Honey, you're right. You know you're right. How can I help? And I have a good woman. That's the bottom line. That's the truth. I have a good woman who stuck by me through thick and thin, who raised our children when I was in London or Africa somewhere, Takes a strong woman in this business or in any business. That's the fact. And
34 years. So the first clip we just watched is Denzel Washington. And Denzel Washington, I regard him very highly, especially not even just in his career, but just the type of person he is, the type of man he is. And I could see the similarities between him and Steve Harvey very much in that that mindset, that generation before ours. They remind me of my parents. They come from that generation where, that pull yourself up by the bootstraps generation, that no excuses, just get it done generation. And I could personally relate to that because that is the mindset that I was brought up on. And I'm glad I was brought up on that mindset. A lot of people in my generation, they don't think this way. I honestly don't even think some people in my generation even see relationships this way. Like, this is how you're supposed to treat your wife, and this is how your wife is supposed to step up and treat you. Some mosquitoes in here. But before we get into what my point is on this, let's watch the Steve Harvey video.
She's a good woman. She's the best thing ever happened to me. She's God-fearing. She's loyal. She's faithful. And she's a kind and loving person.
Okay, let's stop it right there. So, let's hear what he said at the start of that video. This is what he said about his wife, right? Or his now ex-wife. She's loyal. She's faithful. She's God-fearing. She's kind, right? That's what you want in a wife. This was his experience with his wife. Okay? So, my point being with making this video is that, there's always going to be people outside of your perspective, your experience. There's always going to be people outside of whatever you're doing that think that they know better about what you're doing, right? There's always going to be people like that. Regardless of if you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to work on yourself, if you're in school, whatever, what have you, if you're in a relationship, there's always going to be someone standing from the outside in, judging you and whatever you got going on. So my point is that this is Steve Harvey's experience in his relationship, and the clip before that was Denzel Washington's experience in his relationship. So at the end of the day, we're always going to have those haters out there who look at that and put their judgments on you as if they know what you're going through, and they don't. So these two people are two different people, right? Steve Harvey and Denzel Washington. They both sound similar, don't they? And again, they're coming from a generation where these things aren't as prevalent now as they were then. So we have to understand that they can't just change themselves in this quote unquote modern world that we live in as if those dynamics have gone away, right? So my point being is that I'm glad Steve Harvey's responded the way he did. He doesn't care about what anyone had to say about his wife or ex-wife, because he experienced the wife he wanted at the end of the day, regardless of the outcome of this relationship. He experienced what he wanted. He said she was by his side through the thick and thins. She was there to help him and motivate him to be able to get up when he was broke, when he was owing millions of dollars of taxes to the IRS. She was there and she stuck by his side, right? That's the type of woman that you want, somebody to be able to be there for you when things go wrong. And being that he's successful now, sure, she can leave, right? You know, she waited, she bided her time. She did what she could. And just like an analyst in stocks, when Apple hit 190, she sold, right? When Apple hit 190, she just sold on what she could get in that opportunity. And of course that sucks. But at the end of the day, she did what she was supposed to do in that marriage for the time she was there. I'm not a proponent. I'm not a supporter of divorces. And I'm not fully for marriage, but I am for relationships. And I understand how, as far as I know so far, I'm 25, and I understand how teams are supposed to work. And as far as I could tell, those two guys in those two videos I just showed, they have a team. And that's all you can ever really ask for. So that's all I wanted to say for this video. Again, I'm sendesdhaiti. Be sure to join my business network in the link below. It's going to bring you to my email app where you can sign up for a meeting time with me or one of my business partners, where you can the audio is kind of lagging, so where you can sign up for a meeting time with me or one of my business partners, and we'll give you more information on this business.
In this business, you'll be able to make money off of utility services such as gas, electric, mobile phone services, TV services, internet services, and etc. Hit that line below. Let's make some money together. Also, be on the lookout for my platform in development right now. If you own a service-based business, this platform will hopefully be able to 10x your business. And last but not least, tune into the Market Alert Show. We try to air 5 times a week. Once a day, 5 times a week. And in that show, we offer you, the viewer, option strategies that we use here. So I'm sendesdhaiti. It was a pleasure hosting for you all, and I look to see you all in the next video. Bye.